Hello, it's me again. I think I've come down with a sinus infection or something, I don't know. So I'm going to be talking a little bit weird today. As the 10 of you that check out my channel know, my name is now Sketch VA instead of Prototype. I'm sure you guys are not happy about me changing it so much, and I swear if I change it again, you guys will get a heads up and have a say in the matter. I changed it because I finally made my pony Sona, as you can tell by my profile picture, and his cutie mark is a microphone with crisscrossing feather quill. I guess a quill would just be the same thing. And a paintbrush in the background, because I like to do all three of these things as a hobby. That's what I plan to do on this channel. And write. Okay, so today it's time for another reading. And I'm going to try to do these once a week, and if I mess up, I'll do 2 the next 3. It's going to kind of be how this goes. Alright, the reading that I'm doing today is It's About Time. And I don't have to ask the author for permission, because I'll give you a little bit of time to guess here. Ding ding ding, I hope you got it, it's mine. Yes, I have wrote a 1,000-word story, and I'm really proud of it. I don't know if you know the song Confrontation. You would know what I'm talking about, and there's a really talented YouTuber named Dragon Fox Girl. You should go check her out. She did a voice over thing, I don't know, not a parody, I guess it was a crossover from the actual Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde musical, the song that it came from, and added pony lyrics to it, and she merged them really well. And I really, really like it. Alright, so It's About Time by me, and the short description is Luna's sentence is almost up, and if I can click on the name again, let me see here. Alright, I marked it as sad, but I really don't know. I guess I was kind of writing something sad, and then my mind tangented or something. Luna's 1,000-year sentence is almost up, and she is somewhat eager to see how Equestria has changed, and to apologize to her sister. Before this time has come, however, Luna gets a visit from an old friend. Alright, and without further ado, I'm going to start it. And this time I'm going to try to read them in different voices, so if it sounds stupid, please, leave in the comments below suggestions on how to make it sound less stupid, or just to not do that, or to, get someone else to help me out with it. Oh, that's at the end of the video. I was going to say it right now, but never mind. Alright. Here goes. Luna sighed and looked at Earth. She could very easily see Equestria. It was the largest nation on the map, and therefore the largest on the world's surface. She looked around at her desolate home. This is where she had been staying for the past 10,000 years. The moon. It was a very lonely existence. She had made attempts at making imaginary friends. When she had realized that she kept making her friends either too scary or too scared, she stopped. She had simply sat and occasionally walked. For 1,000 years, Luna had sat, alone. She had actually been able to dreamwalk, however, only in her sister's dreams. Celestia. Just the name brought pain and grief to Luna. She had almost killed her sister and the nation they had ruled over. It made her cry every day for the first 2 weeks after she had first been banished, because of the fact that she had been banished. The other time she cried, however, they were all because of the thought that, had her sister not used the elements of harmony on her, she would have killed, seriously damaged, or exiled her. This was not something that Luna could bear. She had so dearly needed Celestia. This was one of the reasons she was so eager to go home. She looked at the stars surrounding her. She had noticed 4 stars circling closer to her several days earlier, and had assumed that this meant her sentence was nearing an end. She looked in the common spots and found them, this time much closer than the last check. She once again sighed and spoke aloud for the first time in several years. Finally! Almost time to go home. Her voice was raspy, as was to be expected. She had not expected it to be that raspy. She pricked her ears and noticed another set of breathing. Dismissing it as nervous jitters, Luna again spoke to herself. What to say? What to say? I wish to be on Celestia's good side when I return, but I do not know if she will accept me as her sister again. Luna shook her head in exasperation. Of course Celestia would accept her. She was her sister, after all. She was not so sure, however, of the villagers' trust of her. Maybe I can show them that there is no reason to fear me. I have learned my lesson, after all. Again, Luna heard the extra set of breathing. This time she whirled, prepared to face anything, but nothing was there. She let out a slightly relieved, slightly shaken sigh. She turned back around to face her, and fell flat on her haunches, letting out a loose "eep" as she did so. Standing there in front of her was Nightmare Moon, her evil persona, or at least a shadow of her. She had never wished to see her again, and therefore shouted, "You! How dare you appear before me? Is it not within my right to be left in peace my last days in the most peaceful place? Leave, and never return." This did not shake the apparition, however, as it simply let out a low, menacing chuckle. Nightmare Moon looked at Luna straight in the eyes and spoke. "Do you even think that I would ever let you go? Do you even think that I would set you free? If you do, I'm sad to say that it simply isn't so. You'll never get away from me." Nightmare Moon advanced on Luna as she stroked, forcing Luna to scoot backwards. Luna retaliated with words of her own, having no knowledge on how to beat an eloquent spirit. "All that you are is my reflection. I close my eyes and you disappear." Luna promptly did that, standing as she did so, and turned her back on the dark spirit. She felt the soft firmness of an astral mane that she knew all too well. It was hers. Even though Luna could not harm or touch Nightmare Moon in any way, it did not seem to be the same for the spirit. "I am what you face when you look at your reflection. As long as you live, I shall still be here." Nightmare Moon used her mane to grab Luna by the throat, applying enough pressure to lift her, but not enough to strangle her. She forced Luna's face within fighting distance of her own. Luna simply spat, which didn't affect Nightmare Moon at all. He spoke. "All that you are is the end of a nightmare. All that you are is a dying scream. After tonight, I shall end these demon dreams." Luna glanced at the sky, only for but a moment. Nightmare Moon noticed it anyway, and followed her gaze. "So, your sentence is almost up, is it?" Moon asked, almost silently. Luna's silence seemed to answer her question, for she threw Luna to the ground. "This is not a dream, my dear, and it will never end. This is the nightmare that goes on." Moon trotted over to Luna and picked her up, this time with magic. "I am here to stay, no matter what you may pretend, and I'll flourish long after you're gone." Suddenly, a bright light flashed, and Luna was gone from her grasp. Her voice rang out behind her, and she whirled to face her. "Soon you will die, and my silence will hide you. I don't need you to survive as you need me. I'll become whole as you dance with death." Luna spat and glared angrily at Nightmare Moon. Simply shook her head. "Feisty today, are we? You know you cannot win this. Each day you feel me devour your soul." Nightmare glanced back at Luna, matching her intensity. "I live inside you forever. You can never separate Luna from night. Your fate lies with me, Luna. You know this. Let me try again for you. I can make you win this time." "No, never! You have failed once, Nightmare. I will not let you ruin my chance to coexist peacefully with ponies anymore." "You need to leave," Luna replied, looking at her hooves. She wasn't showing the confidence her speech seemed to uphold. This was something that Nightmare Moon noticed as well, for she lifted Luna's chin with her mane. "This isn't your choice anymore, Luna." Nightmare Moon seemed to growl, and her astral projection became blurred. Then she dove at Luna, plunging into her. It wasn't painful by any means, yet it was unpleasant. Luna groaned from the suddenly nauseating feeling arising from her stomach. She fought down the urge immediately, and instead focused on the sky. Her eyes searched the starry sky for any sign meant for her. Then it hit her. The stars! They were supposed to aid in her return. Now, she has Moon inside of her, though, and it seemed that she was waiting. When those stars helped, it wouldn't be her they were releasing. It would be Nightmare Moon. She had one last resort. "Can't you see it's over now? It's time to die!" Luna screamed at herself, aiming for Nightmare Moon. "No, not I, only you," came the reply. It came from Luna's mouth, but was Night's voice. "If I die, you die too," Luna pleaded, hoping to reason. "You die me, I'll be you," Nightmare shouted. "Curse you, Night! Set me free!" Luna sobbed. Can't you see? You are me. Knight calmly replied. No, deep inside, Luna started to say, but was quickly cut off by Nightmare Moon. I am you. You are Night. At this moment, Luna began to transform. She was lifted into the air, and a vortex of magic surrounded her. No, Nightmare. Take all your evil deeds and you run to Tartarus. Luna screamed over the winds. I'll see you there, Luna. Was all Moon said as the transformation was completed. In place of Luna was Nightmare Moon, standing at least 2 feet taller than the previous Albert Moon. Interesting. This will be interesting indeed. Moon proceeded to look at the stars, then Earth, and then the stars again. She cracked an evil grin and chuckled. It's almost time. Alright. That was It's Almost Time by yours truly. I really do hope you enjoy if you're watching this. And it took quite a while to write. So you should know, I suppose, that I poured a lot of my heart and effort into this story. And it's the most... how do I word this? It is the story that I am most proud of, because it is the only story that I have with over 40 views, or over 60 views I suppose. This one has 7 likes and no dislikes, and it's got 5 comments, and it's been published, and everybody's approved it, and they've all really liked it. And if you guys go and read it, and it's different from what I said, that's because I realized that what I said shouldn't have been exactly what I wrote, so I changed it up slightly when I was speaking, just because it's how it flowed. But it'll all look well when you're reading it, so you can go do that. And I guess that's it for me. I'll leave a link to my story in the description, as well as a link to Dragon Foxtro's original song that I got this from. And bye.